Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to KNKXN Connection. My name is Divine Bradley, and I'm so grateful for you spending time with me in this moment. I first want to shout out my jaw right now because I just had a wisdom tooth extracted, and it's pretty hard to speak, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I spoke to some mama bears, and they've said that between like childbirth and tooth pain, hands down, tooth pain is the worst. Yeah, it's that real. So shout out to anybody who's dealing with tooth pain. Please go to the dentist. Please don't allow yourself to suffer in silence. Take care of yourself. Take care of your hygiene. Take care of you, please. But yeah, I had a wisdom tooth growing, and I had to get it removed. So my jaw is swollen. I got the Marlon Brando Godfather thing going on right now, but it's all good. Welcome to Connection. And this is our premiere episode. And I wanted to just jump right in. And shout out to my brother Zaki, the barber, who has encouraged me to just build it ugly, just to create the thing that you've been thinking about creating and saying you want to do, and just do it. And I want to also shout out the people who've encouraged me this past week, because I went ahead and attempted to create a Spotify podcast. And unfortunately, that podcast got wiped down by Spotify. And I'll get into that at a later point. But it taught me a lot. And the people who have come forward to share their beautiful encouragement had got me to the point where it's like, you know what? People just want to hear you, Divine. Like, just get in front of the camera, hit record, and just like speak. Let's start there, and then we can get into the other creative things you like to do. So this is the manifestation of that, and I appreciate the feedback, the reflections, and let's keep it going. In fact, I have a really awesome platform called buymeacoffee.com/KNKXN, where you can be a member and support content like this, and to keep this thing going. Because this has been a 25-year dream of mine. For those of you that don't know me, I have been somewhat of a dream director in a lighthouse for practically most of my life for other people. Specifically, starting when I was a teenager, I opened up a community center in Brooklyn for teens, for the community, as a calling, because I felt like people needed a safe space to dream, to develop their skills and their crafts, to become, to incubate who they were, and to keep them safe. Because as a teenager, I saw my community as like a safari, and I saw the game, I saw the stage, I saw the system, and I was blessed to have this vision to help people navigate and maneuver through it, because it felt like this sort of like colonial carnival where young people were just dying left and right, and people were going to jail left and right, and pain was just so prevalent. As much as joy was present, it was a lot of pain. But I saw it as a system, and I saw that it was a game of probability. It was like at any given point, any of us can get locked up. At any given point, any of us can die. At any point, any of us could experience this big pain point in our life that can be incredibly traumatic. And I saw it, and I wanted to prevent as many people, specifically young people, from experiencing that, because it was happening to plenty of young people. And I believe in young people, and I believe in the power of teenagers. I believe in the power that they have, and I also know the impact that adults have on our young. And it's important to have caring adults that's there to shape and support and help facilitate young people's desires and dreams to make the world a better place. Because when you're young and you care, when you're young and you want to help others and you want to make a difference in the world, there's something about that feeling that is like so pure, so beautiful, that when you're at that age, if you can just like support, facilitate, provide resources, tools, guidance, that young person could really grow up to be an incredible force in this world. And I believed in that when I was a teenager, so I wanted to create somewhat of like a type of space that allowed for young people to develop themselves. And I didn't know what I was doing, I just did it. And I've been committed to that type of work, specifically in communities where the oppression and, colonial circus was at play, and wanted to play a significant role in shifting the trajectory for our young people to ascend. And like I said, it was a calling. I did it. But back then, I always wanted to create a media platform that spoke to what was happening, not only in the community center, but what was happening as a result. I never really got a chance to do it the way I wanted to do it because I didn't prioritize creating a media company. But what I did was I photographed it, I filmed it, I collected artifacts, I have so much proof. So it's like I have a time capsule for the past 20, 30 years of things that people have created and done, stories. I've seen so many beautiful stories unfold, and I've seen the patterns of when you believe in yourself and you have the right environment to grow in, it can really help to bring forth in the fruition of something beautiful in this world. And I'm committed to that. I'm committed to scaling what that can look like. And I felt like if I had a platform that speaks to this type of thing that can connect people not only to each other or to themselves, to help provide them with resources and tools, help to inspire them, help them to integrate that inspiration into actions, help to create experiences that allow for them to investigate their curiosities. Why not? I've always wanted to create this platform. So here we are in 2025. And for those of you that have kept a vision for a long time, but you've been waiting for the right time to do it, it took me 25 years to get to this point. I saw it. I knew that this is the thing I needed to do. But I was just overthinking it, constantly overthinking it, thinking that I needed to have money. But what I was doing was I was holding myself to these standards of what I thought success needed to be. And I didn't believe and trust myself enough to just do it. So here I am doing it. So I just want to say thank you for joining me at this point. And I got a lot of cool things to share with you, but I wanted to just get real personal and share with you a little bit more about why Connection exists, why I'm dedicating my time to it, and how you can be a benefit and help to, grow this community and what this platform could be in the world. I also feel really motivated because the times we're in, I feel like when you go on social media, or when I go on social media, there's this constant loop of content that induces a series of feelings and emotions that can make you feel anxious, right? Could potentially make you feel fearful. And I know that to be the main ingredients to the world that we live in, specifically a capitalistic world that we live in. No, because when you think about business and you think about the free enterprise system, business is predicated on one or two things. Either A, you are solving a problem, or B, you are meeting the demand of something. You feeling down and out, buy something to make you feel better. So business is predicated on solving a problem or meeting a desire. And so when you're anxious and you're fearful and your emotions is unstable, people want to buy their way out of that, and they want to feel grounded. They want to restore their nervous system. And so people spend money to do so. And I get it and understand why the conditions are the way they are to keep this system going. But when you know better, you start to do better. You know what I mean? And when you start to see it for what it is, you start to outsmart the system. You're going to spend money regardless, but at least you can be more of a conscious consumer. And I wanted to use Connection as a platform to support that thinking, right? To let you know that you are in control, that you are in control of what you digest, ingest, take in, receive, and that you can attract more of what you need in your life, the things you need to be connected to. And so for me, Connection is just that. It's a way for you to be more connected to you, connected to the things that inspire you, connected to the people that inspire you, connected to the ways in which you can take your inspiration and integrate it into actions in your day-to-day life, and connect you to the resources and tools that can help you move ahead and ascend, and not represent what most of these other platforms are doing to keep you distracted from you. So I never want you to be disconnected to you. And I want this platform to represent that for you, you know? So there will be opportunities to get involved. You can go to buymeacoffee.com/connection, which is KNKXN. So that's buymeacoffee.com/KNKXN. And you can see ways to become a member, join. I'll send you a digital zine or a physical zine just to kind of like, you know, have that touch point. For those of you that's thinking about why am I creating a zine, it's just, you know, it's old school. I like zines. I loved magazines growing up. I love physical copies of things. I love to upcycle. I love to craft. And I want to connect people in fun ways through tangible goods and digital goods too. So we're going to talk more about that. But yeah, this is Connection. And I wanted to introduce myself. So for those of you that do know me, thank you again for the encouragement. Tell your friends, let them know this is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. And the one thing I do want to, let everybody know is I spent like 5 years in what I call a MEHAB, right? It's like a program. It's like a rehab, but it's called MEHAB. And it's not like a program that I went to. It's a program I created for myself. And at the heart of this program, it was all about decolonizing my thinking, my lifestyle. And I realized how much colonialism played in my upbringing, in the way in which I saw success, the way in which I saw love, the way in which I saw relationships, the way in which I just saw the world. But I also had this operating system in me that was always pulling me to this divine alignment with my purpose. And it's always been at odds with this colonial point of view that I had to give myself some time to shake it off and like step back away from it to see it for what it was and allow myself to create new practices that will allow me to be more grounded in my decolonization practices, period. And now I help people to do the same. I help to create experiences for people, retreats, day trips, multi-day trips, to get people into their bodies, to get them into nature, to get them into their creativity, to get them into their imagination, to get them into ways to connect more to the things that are more important for them. And unfortunately, a lot of things in the system that pulls you away from who you are and pulls you more into the system, the circus. And so I put myself through it. Now I'm helping other people to do the same. And so that's what I'm up to. And now Connection's an extension of that. And I feel like although I wanted to do this 25 years ago, this is the time for me to be doing it more than ever. And here we are. So without further ado, enjoy the channel, tell a friend, share it, visit us on Instagram for now. And yeah, if there's a way for you to help join to make this thing much more incredible, please share your feedback. Please join us at buymeacoffee.com/KNKXN because this is what I'm doing. This is what I want to do to take care of my children. This is what I want to do to take care of my people, my community, you. This is what I think is the solution to a lot of the things that's going on right now, and to be in dialogue and to create a platform that can help to facilitate keeping us more connected and disconnected from systems of oppression. I think this is a thing that we all gonna benefit from, you know? So with that being said, sending y'all much love and stay connected. Peace.